far as I can tell from Googling, and like there's people that have similar symptoms. They call it like a Humira hangover. When you're trying to improve, even with like exercise, anything in your life, when you're trying, that's progress.
All right, good morning. Welcome to the vlog today. We getting things up and rolling.
Would you make me an omelet?
I can make you an omelet right now. I have my new omelet pan. You guys, I've been through a lot with pans in my research, and let me just tell you what I've found. Don't buy non-stick anything ever. It's not good. There's stuff that flakes off into your food. Carbon steel is really good for omelets. I don't think, it can't be for everything though, because you can't cook acidic things like tomato sauce in it. So you gotta have some good stainless steel, and cast iron's good too, but that's really heavy and people are weak. So that's the problem with cast iron.
Where even is it?
Which one? Omelet pan? I just put it in there. On this right hand side there. Get it heating up.
It's not in there.
It's right there.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I bought this one. It's Labour. It's from France. And it's a good one. You can't put that too close because it'll burn.
I think that this is just for when you're like flipping.
Yeah, just keep it nearby. But anyways, I had to season it, and then I seasoned it wrong, and then I had to unseason it, and so I seasoned it again, and it's working good, perfect for omelets. So there you go. And Evie had to stay home from school, or chose to stay home from school, because her tummy was hurting because of probably all the medication she takes, and now she wants to do schoolwork because she's such
Humira yesterday.
a good little student.
Says her tummy.
So we'll get her going on her schoolwork for a little while, not for too long, and then she wants to go to school in the afternoon.
Maybe like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah, maybe. How does it feel to be 9? You feel good?
I forgot.
Did you forget you were 9? How old are you?
A 9-year-old.
You gotta practice answering it. How old are you?
9.
How old are you? 9. See, you got it. Okay. Okay, checking on the ice. I would say it's doing about as good as I would have suspected. There's sludging through it. But some of the plastic is blowing into it. So it's not a very cold day today. I'm getting it all out. I gotta put some wood on it to keep it out. And then once we get a good solid freeze that's sticking, I'm gonna fill it up a little bit more. And yeah, so I got some leaves over here. Yeah, that's pretty hard actually. Where's the matter, cookie pop?
Got my workout done, sat in the hot tub, got ready, made lunch for my dancers and the kids. Evie stayed home from school. She said her tummy hurt, and she did get her Humira shot yesterday, so I feel like when she gets that shot on the Monday after she gets it, she's kind of wiped out. And so I was like, but it sucks because I don't want her to miss every other Monday at school. But as far as I can tell from Googling, and like there's people that have similar symptoms. They call it like a Humira hangover. It's like 2 to 3 or 4 days. Some people longer. Say like after the shot, they kind of just feel like, ugh. And I hate that. But the dermatologist also said something that's, I could tell it affected Evie a little bit, and it's been weighing on my mind, but kind of like in a grateful gratitude kind of way for me. For her, kind of like, she was like, what? So while we were talking to the dermatologist a couple days ago, I didn't even vlog this, I don't think, because I didn't think much of it at the time, but then afterwards I realized that's maybe why she was saying this. Anyway, he said she's on methotrexate, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, and Humira? I was like, yeah. He goes, man. And he started telling me a few things to watch for, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I know she's been on these things like 6 years, so we know what to watch for. And he's like, okay. And then he was like, what else do you like to do? And she goes, I like to dance. And I said, yeah, she's an amazing dancer. She dances like 15 hours a week. And he was like, what? That's amazing. And then he said to her, you know, I don't think you'd be able to dance like that if you didn't have this medicine, though. It's amazing. And she was like, really? And another doctor said something to me. She was like, oh yeah, if you look back in like the 80s, kids at arthritis camp were like, she's like, there's photos of like arthritis camp from back then. And the kids are like in wheelchairs and on crutches and like bandages on their arms and legs. And like they're in so much pain, they're not walking and stuff. She goes, you look at arthritis camp pictures now, and it's just like a group of kids that look totally normal for the most part. Like you wouldn't even know that they have it because the medicines help the inflammation so much. And I was like, that's kind of cool to think about. Even though I hate the medicine because it's like you're scared of the negative side effects that can happen because they make you sign papers saying all these things could happen. And you do all the blood work every 3 months just to make sure they're not having problems with all their organs and like their, all the things. It's just a lot, but then the quality of life is so much better. And yes, we are still trying to like manage diet, but like that has been a really tough one for us because of her young age and just, I never know what line is pushing too far to like, I don't want to push her on the other side of the line to like be fearful of foods, you know, and like cause another problem. So we're just kind of taking it at the pace that we can go. And she kind of is being like taught and self-governing, but also like, I'll like mention things to her here and there, but I don't want to make it like too dramatic for her. But the other day she turned to me and was like, she was really sad. And I said, she was crying. And I said, what's the matter? And she goes, I'm scared of my arthritis. And I think that day she had like some hot chocolate and some candy. And it was like, I think it was her birthday. She'd had like a lot of sugar. And she was like, I'm scared of my arthritis. The doctor said I wouldn't be able to dance if it wasn't for that medicine. And now I ate all that sugar. And I was like, okay, listen, you can always do better. Like, but tomorrow try to eat less junk, eat more healthy. She was like, okay. I'm like, but don't be scared. I was like, the medicine is going to help you when you make those little mistakes, you know? It's not all or nothing. I know a lot of people that have inflammation and stuff, and like, when you're trying to improve, even with like exercise, anything in your life, when you're trying, that's progress. It's when you give up that things get really messy. And I don't want her to just be like, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it, I'm just going to give up and eat whatever I want. So you got to I'm like trying to keep her in the mindset of like, it's okay if I'm not perfect, pick myself back up again, try a little harder tomorrow, and keep on that progress instead of like hopelessness. So, but yeah, those are just kind of my thoughts that have been heavy on my heart today. Just kind of like pondering a lot about the blessings of the medicine, but also when I saw her sad, it kind of like broke my heart a little bit because I'm like, oh. And we just talked and I told her how strong she was and how all the good things, like focus on the fine good and everything, you know, like maybe because you've had all these trials and hard things, like maybe that's why you're such a nice person. Maybe that's why you're so kind and like empathetic and thoughtful. And I was like, you're just a wonderful person and just keep doing that. And she was like, okay. And then she was able to calm down and go to bed. But, it's a lot. Anyway, I'm not at all ready for Christmas. I need to go wrap presents. And the kids are almost ready to come home from school. And I'm going to have to run carpool. So we'll see how the day goes. Also, on a lighter note, I was practicing my choir songs today. And Evie was like, oh, Mom, stop singing. And I was like, what, am I a bad singer? And she goes, yes. And it's just annoying because you're doing it all the time. So not only are you a bad singer, is you're singing too much too. Like, and I started laughing so hard. I'm not offended at all. I thought it was funny because I was like, I know. It's fine.
Also, I had dog bingo, and bingo was his name. Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7. There once a farmer had a good bingo was his name. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name.
Yay!
Well, look at this little guy doing his own. Are those still dirty?
So good at dishes.
He's really good at dishes, and I put away the big stuff.
When I first said you're old enough to do zones now, he said, I can't do zones, I'm too little. And then I said, yes you can. He did it, huh, Frank?
And he's actually so good at it. Is that dirty?
Well, except for he thinks everything's still dirty.
Wait, yeah, the rest is clean, okay? All right.
But I don't think the rest is.
Yeah, the rest will be clean. What's for dinner tonight, Ma?
Chicken enchilada.
Chicken enchilada.
Actually was very good job, Frank. Good quality control. He's on these. He really is. I think one of the best at his.
We got to talk to Zade today. What's the update on Zade?
Not bit by a dog.
Bit by a dog. He didn't tell us that, but we read it in his letter.
I was like,
They
oh.
are a dog.
No, just walking around.
A dog bit his leg, his Achilles heel. It came up behind him and just.
Yeah, just bit him.
Really?
Yeah, he's okay though. Just a little.
Hey, I remember someone in my dance class or something said that she had a missionary aunt and got bit by a dog.
That happens. Dogs always attack missionaries.
Yeah.
And you know what I always say?
Just run faster than your companion.
You don't have to run faster than the dog, only faster than your companion. But apparently it was a sneak attack.
Yeah, he's like, we weren't running, we were just walking, and there's dogs barking everywhere, and it just came out from behind a parked car and just bit my leg.
Yeah.
I love this thing.
The kitchen mama. Look how clean it comes off. Take it off and there's no dangerous edges.
Well, I mean that you could still hurt yourself, but it doesn't.
It's not
it's not.
They say that's what they brag about on their
It's
little
amazing.
website. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay.
Today was fun.
What a fun day. We decided to make a fun Christmas reel and then Evie wanted to put on a show, and let me tell you, she's a performer and Frank was there. No, Frank did good.
He's only 5.
I love
But I
it.
will say, when Evie was 3 and 4 and 5, she was performing just as good as Frankie.
Yeah, it's cute. I love the passion, and I love that all that matters to me is they're doing it together and they're having fun.
They wrote out handmade tickets. Actually, where's
Frank
my
was the
ticket?
bouncer. He was
They
like,
even did thank you cards to everyone that went to the show.
Daisy showed up at the end without a ticket, and Frank was gonna kick her out.
He literally, there was the
He's
actual
like,
fight.
"You need a ticket." He
There's
was-
footage in that room.
Yeah, he was
Throwing her
100% serious. He was kicking her out, and we talked him into letting her stay.
Thanks for coming to all of the above concert. Merry Christmas. And they handed out stickers to everyone that went. And they were free tickets.
So cute. EP's so thoughtful and so like detail oriented.
I
It's
know.
so funny.
Everyone got, thank you. It was really cute. I was just like, wow, we have some pretty awesome kids.
That's great. Okay, we're gonna end the vlog now. Thanks for watching. Fun, good, and everything. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Where's EB? Hey, EB.
Johnny.
Johnny,
No, Papa.
eating sugar?
Dad, what do you think